Hello, Elite Marketing Pro. Welcome to today's Daily Dose of Awesome for your 15 minutes of education, inspiration, and motivation. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Marinda Bandat. I'm from sunny South Africa, and I've been a coach with Elite Marketing Pro since October of 2017. And I'm super excited to be here with you tonight. So those of you that don't know me, hop onto this live with me. Just give me a shout out where you're from. I'd like to say hello. For those of you that I know, either in the community or personally through coaching you, great hanging out with you guys. And I'm excited to be here tonight because I was just thinking the last couple of days as I was embarking on new journeys and new strategies, what is the difference between the major leagues and little league? And that's the heading of this live today. So maybe as you guys are hopping on, what do you think? What is the difference between the major leagues and little league? Because here's the thing, it is exactly the same thing. Yes, bigger people and smaller people for sure, but it's exactly the same game. So what is the analogy to business? So as you guys are hopping on, hi Chris, hi Michael, hi Bart, great of you guys to hop in and join us live. So it's exactly the same game. The big difference between the major leagues and little leagues, they have mastered the fundamentals. They have mastered the basics. That's why the major leagues can command the amount of income they do. It's because they have mastered the fundamentals and the basics. So there's absolutely no difference. It's exactly the same game. It's just that one little point. So, and the critical thing about that is mastering the basics is super, super important to any form of success, because the pros are pro because they can handle the basics almost flawlessly. So they have mastered certain steps in the process with ease that now, after a period of time, they don't even have to think about it. So if you think about golf, when the pros are going back to basics, what do? They practice their golf swing. They practice their putting stroke. It's not that Tiger Woods cannot swing, but when they are practicing some fundamentals, they always go back to those two, their swing and their putting stroke. So, and it's exactly the same for you and I in our businesses as we build our business. So here's the thing, why don't more people do it? Hey, friend, great of you guys to hop on. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Siobhan. Nicole is on here. Heath is on here. Helen is on here. Absolutely great having you guys here. So what is the problem? Why don't more people focus on the basics then? Because unless you have a vision, a visualization, an idea of what it is that you want to see at the end, it's very difficult to focus on what you and I perceive to be boring steps repetitively. So it gets boring unless you have the end result in mind. So, and it's only boring because it's repetitive. So you do it over and over and over and over again. And once it becomes like brushing your teeth, you still practice it because you need to stay on top of those basics. So what is the challenge number one? A lot of people get so focused on the details of their business. And unfortunately, they're wasting a lot of time because it creates distractions. And here's the biggest thing. It doesn't result in any dollars. It has no fruit when you are getting busy with details. So what would that typically be? If I sit during the day right now and I'm tweaking my website and I'm fiddling here with an image that I want to change, or maybe I should answer my 50 emails first, or maybe I must redesign my business cards. What about an e-card? What if I can do an e-card? Won't that be better? Or maybe I'm looking for photos for a live that I want to do in one of my other groups. That's focused on details. So what are some of the fundamentals that we teach that you and I should be busy with as you embark on this journey of building a brand, building your business online, and moving away from old school strategies and methodologies? So what might you and I do that could be the fundamentals if you want to embark on an online journey through Elite Marketing Pro? Well, you could definitely spend time on personal development. But again, does it mean you are only reading for 8 hours a day and that's all you do? No, there's certain steps and certain priorities that you and I allocate to those. So personal development, share a daily dose of awesome, share a blog, do a Facebook Live. And if you aren't comfortable yet to do a Facebook Live, do it with training wheels on. Do a video and post that to your page for the first week or two, and then you go live after you've gone through the Facebook training the Facebook Live training in your back office. What could another fundamental be? Get an email out to your list. You could be following up with a lead. You can launch a new ad. Those are fundamentals that you and I need to master. And like Fernie always says, it has to be like you're pouring cereal in a bowl. You don't have to think about it. If someone says to you, if Fernie now reaches out to you and say, hey, Tom, or hey, Rebecca, I want you to create a brand new ad. Can you and I do it at will without having to go back to the training? So these are some of the fundamentals that you and I need to master in our online journey, and it has to become like second nature. No thinking about it. So hi, Rebecca. Hi, Tom. So, hey, Carlos is on, Myra is on. So here's what I want for you guys to maybe just comment. So, and yet, here's not to say, let me take one step back. Is it important to pay attention to your website and to answer emails? Absolutely. But it's not a priority above the fundamentals that would put dollars in your pocket in a few months' time. Does that make sense? So if it makes sense, what is the difference between a detail in your business versus a fundamental in your business? Just give me a thumbs up if you agree with me that focusing on the fundamentals, that's actually what you need to get busy with right now. Because challenge number 2 that I find as a coach with Elite Marketing Pro and outside of Elite Marketing Pro is that most people feel they have to get their ducks in a row. So I don't have my ducks in a row yet, Marinda. So once I do that, so then I will get into action. Here's what I can tell you unequivocally, because I've done it myself and I have made that mistake, and I see it still today with clients that we coach. We do not need more time. We don't need more money. We don't need more strategies. We just need to get going. We just need to get into action, because doing the work, doing the fundamentals repetitively over and over and over will always produce better results than having someone who's absolutely a master technically, but there's no desire or no work ethic to master the basics. So long term, it'll serve you so well if you can just get to work and just bite down and get very, very good at the fundamentals. So if that makes sense, just give me a thumbs up. Michael says thumbs up. Jan says a thumbs up. Ron, yep, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Need more action. Don't we all, Jan? That is something that we can all get into action with a lot more, is taking charge of and taking control over our fundamentals. So how many of you would actually like to have a response if someone says to you, so Cindy, you know what, if this online stuff of yours is so great, why don't I see results yet? How many of you have had that question either from an upline, or if someone close to you whose opinion matters have said to you, so you know what, Michael, this sounds brilliant, but how come you don't have results yet? How many of you would actually like to have a good answer that you authentically can share with someone? So just give me a wave or say, yes, please, I've had one of those. How many of you would like to have a good answer? Yep. I have a couple of people that say, yep, they want an answer. So how would this answer serve you? If you could say to someone, you know what, Siobhan, great of you to ask, but I'm currently focusing on the basics and I haven't mastered them yet. That's why I haven't made a huge impact yet, because I'm still focusing on mastering the basics. Do you think that would put some perspective on it if someone asks you that question and you could authentically say, I'm not where I want to be, but thank goodness I'm not where I used to be. So I'm still busy mastering the basics. That's why I haven't made much progress yet. But it's not going to be long and I will have the progress. How does that answer serve you? Do you think that will help you a lot if someone asks you that type of question? And I've had it. And now as you embark on the journey and you get into massive action, it's amazing. I always say when the learner is ready, the teacher appears. Now you learn stuff quicker because you are focused on the fundamentals. So why do you want to get good at the fundamentals? So if you guys are interested in learning, you know what, I really want to get good at the fundamentals. Why do you think it is important to get good at the fundamentals? So maybe give me your number one that you think is important to get good at the fundamentals. So let's see what you guys are saying. I'm mastering the fundamentals. Yep, Michael, you are taking massive action. I'm aware of that. So share with me your number one thing that you think is important, why you would want to master fundamentals. Share that with me, and then I'm going to share with you what I want to tell you guys tonight and what I want to share with you. So the first thing that I want to submit to you is, when you are mastering the fundamentals, it builds your confidence. It's almost like an elastic band. When you start out in this online world, even if it's network marketing, if it's affiliate marketing, anything that you need to learn online marketing, where we teach attraction marketing, it's like an elastic band. If you pull it back initially, it's stiff. But the more you pull it back, it gets a lot more moving bits in it. And you can pull it back and it's a lot looser. So it builds confidence. So just like that elastic bands, the more you get under your belt, the more you get confident, the more you get relaxed. Can you guys remember the first time you did a live? I mean, it's like you had diarrhea for 3 hours before the time. You rewrote your notes 4 or 5 times. You had a dry mouth. Then you forgot half of it. You forgot to tie your button. Now when you do a live, it's like just talking to a friend, because that's exactly what it is. It builds confidence and it develops you as a person, because it builds your business IQ. So every single step that you are mastering, absolutely, Helen, learn, do, teach, for sure. Those, by the way, are the 3 key principles of having a successful business. You're going to invest, learn, do, and teach. That's the 4 that I usually use. So I put invest in there as well. So once you have mastered a certain fundamental, it gives you the confidence, number one, that you can do it, but second of all, that you can actually teach someone to do it. And when you are in the network marketing industry, how important is duplication? So if you cannot teach it, how are you going to get duplication in your team? You are always going to be the magic. So critically important. So it develops you as a person, because through struggles, you grow as a person, and you see where are some weak points in your armor where you need to grow, especially when you get challenged. So I always say, when you step onto a carpet with water in it, water comes out. So if you are under pressure and someone pushes you, what comes out is what's actually inside you still. So it's very important to understand that you will grow through the process. And I've got a saying with my kids: don't wish it was easy, wish you were better. And boy, did that bite me in my bum when we started taking piano lessons, because I was struggling with a piece and I decided I'm going to get good at it. And I was getting frustrated, and my son said to me, don't wish it was easy, just wish you were better, Mom. And I just turned around and I looked at him and I smiled and I thought, as a type A personality, now's the time to bite your lip, because he's right. Because he was right. So don't wish it was easy, wish you were better. And the only way you will get better and that I will get better is through mastering the fundamentals. And the reason for that, why do you want to build your confidence? Why do you want to get a better business IQ and develop as a person? Because you will perform better, you will set better goals, you will be able to identify what works, what didn't work, what might you do differently. So your whole process of looking at a situation and a piece in your business will perform better. You will be more coachable when you go through this process, and your leadership skills will by far improve, as opposed to not mastering the skills. So how do you do it? First of all, you have to expect to be good at it, because you cannot outwork a poor self-belief. You cannot outwork a poor expectancy. So when you are master, I'm just keeping my eye here to see what you guys are commenting here. Yeah, I wish I was better. Absolutely, Maria. And how do you get better? By mastering the fundamentals, by mastering the basics. So what are your daily actions? You have to master your daily habits. So expect mastery. So when you embarked on this journey through Elite Marketing Pro and in this community to learn how to be better online, Are you expecting to succeed? Are you expecting to play a bigger game? Are you expecting to master the skill that you are learning here? Think long term, because here's what I can unequivocally tell you after being in the industry for more than a decade: the honeymoon phase will wear off. It will. So when that honeymoon phase is over, if you haven't made a quality decision right in the beginning that I will master this skill, I do not care what. I don't care how long it takes, but I will master it. I will get good at this. When the honeymoon phase is over and you will be challenged by little voices that tells you maybe this isn't for you, maybe you're not as good as you think you were, maybe you don't deserve it. Let me tell you, you need to shout out to those little voices, shut up. I am good enough. I've got a system. I've got a community. I just need to master the fundamentals. And today might be an off day, but tomorrow is an up day. And I do not quit. Quit is not an option. So if you haven't made that decision right up front, I tell you, when challenges come and the honeymoon phase is over, you will quit on your basics. And you have to master the basics in order to become great. You will never be great without mastering the basics. So the other thing that I want to add in there is avoid getting fancy. What do I mean by that? I'm a golfer, and if I do not master my swing and my putting stroke, it doesn't matter what the cost of my clubs are. I can buy the most expensive set of golf clubs right now. If I do not master the swing and the putting stroke, I will just hit a very poor executed golf swing with very expensive golf clubs. That's all it means. It's exactly the same for you and I as we embark on our online journey. You can go out and buy the most expensive PC. You can buy the most expensive webcam and lights and whatever it is. Stop fiddling around with the details and just get into action. Start from where you are right now and just start to master your basics. And as you go through the process, you will get the skill sets, you will get the confidence, it will start getting better, some money will start coming in, and then you upgrade equipment. Does that make sense? So there's no shortcut. Success takes focus. There's no shortcut, and you can never be great without mastering the basics. I hope today has really helped you guys a lot. I'm having a talk to me, and I'm just letting you guys sit in tonight because I've made some big decisions what I want to achieve in the next 6 months. So I hope my little chat to myself and my little pep talk to say, hey, Marinda, catch a wake up. You need to master the fundamentals. I hope that has helped someone in the community today. I love you guys. I love hanging out with you. And remember, be blessed.